Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another squad builder with me, your boy Fifa on a HD. We're going to be putting together an unbelievable Belgium squad filled with really good players, some informs too, that are both solid in defence and very creative up front going forward. But before we do, it would mean a great deal to me if you would hammer that like button, hit the subscribe if you haven't already, and if you have any questions on the players I've used, any improvements, leave them in the comments below. I love reading what you guys think and I will answer every question for you. So we're going to kick off in goal with the obvious choice, which is Courtois. He is such a big and imposing goalkeeper. He makes great saves. His distribution isn't too bad either. He's just a great goalkeeper that will keep you in games, keep saving shots where, you know, really your opponent should score. He's that man. He's your last line of defence, and what a last line of defence he is. So we're going to move on to right back now. And we've got a player who really surprised me in all honesty. I thought he'd be okay, but he was way better. Cavanda is a very good right back. Obviously, he's got a good sort of all-round set of skills, as you can see there. The pace, obviously the standout area. But he's also good with defence, physicality. He's got decent dribbling and passing too. And he really does join the attacks well, gets the ball moving, wins it. He's got great interceptions. He's always in the right sort of place. He's always tidying up. A very good player indeed. At centre-back, we have Vincent Kompany, who, you know what you're getting with Kompany. You're getting a solid defender who's always in the right position. He's big, he's strong, he's good in the air, he makes great tackles. And that's exactly what Kompany does. Yeah, he isn't that quick, but he's really, really good, you know. And with the two sort of quick fullbacks, they will cover an awful lot for the pace that isn't really there with the two centre-backs. So we're going to move on to the other centre-back, who again, like I said, isn't the quickest, but is a very solid defender. He's got great defence, he's good in the air, very physical, really good interceptions as well with Vertonghen. I could have gone for maybe like Alderweireld and a few other choices, but I felt like Vertonghen was the main man. He delivered for me. He was very solid, made lots of good interceptions and tackles, as did Kompany, and as did most of this team, to be quite honest. They're very good in that respect, but Vertonghen was definitely the choice for me, and I thought he did really, really well. At left back, we have the only silver in the team, which is Tishmanga. Again, very similar to Cavanda in terms of his pace and his all-round ability. As you can see, decent dribbling, not too bad defence and physicality as well. That pace is really good going forward and very good for covering at the back. A really good player indeed. Now we're going to move on to central midfield, and we have Kevin De Bruyne. And need I give him more of an introduction, because he is absolutely fantastic. He's got it all. He really does. He's so creative. His through balls are insane. You're going to get so many assists with him. His free kicks are on point. Penalties are good if you want to put him on them too. But just his general play, the way he moves the ball, his dribbling and ball control, fantastic. Good pace at 77. He is a really fantastic player. I loved using him. And he's just got so much going for him. He's quite physical too. You know, he can more than handle himself in a tackle and an aerial battle. Great on corners. Really is the heartbeat for this team in terms of getting you moving, creating lots of chances, you know, and getting you higher up the pitch. He is definitely the main man in that regard. So at CDM now, well, central midfield, I need to take him out of CDM, I should say. We have Nainggolan, who's more of your sort of defensive player within this team. He's the guy, he's the ball winner, the one that gets you the ball back and gets you moving up the pitch. That is what Nainggolan does, and he does it very well. But as you can see, he's got such a great all-round sort of set of stats that when he does get the ball higher up the pitch, he's useful there too. He can create for other people and he can score goals himself. A really good player, perfect for the sort of 4-3-3. And it just means that you've got someone, no matter where he is on the pitch, where he finds himself, he's going to be useful. And that's where I thought he would really excel, to be quite honest. And he was just a very good player to use. Very strong, good in the tackles, good at interceptions. Just good for preventing attacks and getting you back on the attack, which is exactly what you want when playing the 4-3-3. Completing the midfield lineup, we have Mertens, as you can see there. A really good player to use. Great pace, 89 pace is fantastic for a cam, to be quite honest. It's insane, especially when you combine it with 87 dribbling and 80 passing. So creative, so easy to dribble past players. really loved using Mertens. He's going to score you lots of goals. He's going to create lots of goals too. You know, this midfield is so good creatively. And all three of them, to be fair, can make a tackle. You know, they all buzz around. You know, I put the high pressure on, and these guys really did close down really, really well. They've all got good pace, and it just gives you such a mobility for the team, which is very, very important. At left wing, we have the obvious choice in Eden Hazard. There was not going to be anyone else, and he is insane. His dribbling and his ball control is second to none. His pace is great too. Even when you feel like you should have lost the ball, and probably with another player you would have, Hazard seems to get through. He seems to whiz past players with ease, get into the box, get good shots off, create for other people in your team. He's just a great all-round player to have. And as soon as you give him the ball, you know that magic can happen. Great in front of goal, great for creating. Just really does get you high up the pitch very, very quickly with his pace and with his dribbling. On the other side, we have an interesting choice here, which is in-form Carrasco. A player which I'd wanted to use for ages, and I finally got the reason to do so within his team. And he's brilliant, very similar to Hazard, not quite as good obviously. You know, he does lack in certain areas, but his pace and his dribbling are very similar, and they're very, very good. It's so easy to go past players with this guy. His shooting isn't maybe as good. I found Hazard to be a lot more clinical, but you're still going to score goals with him pretty easily, to be quite honest. And he's going to feed this guy, which completes the team, and it is the upgraded in form of Lukaku. Figurehead for this team, gets you high up the pitch. He's got great sort of physicality, so he's going to win a lot of balls in the air. Great hold-up play. He bundles his way through. He's like an absolute bulldozer at times, a proper tank. So even when he doesn't sort of have control of the ball that much, he's going to muscle defenders out the way and barge his way through and create good opportunities to shoot. And when he does shoot, it's very, very good. As you can see, 86 overall is fantastic. He's got great shot power, great finishing. It rifles into the net with this guy. He's good in the air with his heading too. So, you know, when you've got Carrasco and Hazard on the wings, get the ball into the box, get Lukaku on the end of it. You're going to stand a good chance of scoring there too. But he's got a great all-round nature to his game. 84 pace, yeah, it isn't breathtaking. There's a lot quicker players than him. But it's very good. It's very solid. You know, you don't feel like he's a very sluggish tank. He moves when he wants to. You know, Lukaku is quite good in that regard. And obviously, when people are close to him, he's got the strength to hold them off and to keep them at bay. Overall, just a really solid player that works well with this team. You know, allows you to kick long, and when you're under pressure, you can hammer it up to him. He's going to control it or flick it on well, and then you can play in the great wingers that you've got, or maybe one of the midfielders, etc. And it just works very well. This is a nice balance to the team that Lukaku brings. And overall, it was just a really fun team to use. I scored a lot of goals with them. I felt they were quite consistent in defence as well, which is exactly what you want. So overall, a really good team, and I hope you'll enjoy using them too if you do put something together. Like I said, if you have any improvements or any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'm more than happy to sort of see them, read them, answer them, whatever it is. I'm always happy, and I love reading what you guys put. If you want to see an updated price list for all consoles, be it PC, PlayStation or Xbox, I'll leave a link to the Foothead team, as obviously the prices will change. So I'll leave a link in the description below if you want to check that out. Please, like I said, hit that like button. It really does mean a lot. And the subscribe if you haven't already. And peace.
It probably will.
Yeah. Oh my god, you've got a legend.
Have I?
I've got to.
I have no idea, but really. Are any of these? Who's this guy? This card looks interesting.
Oh. Stop with this card looks interesting. Go to the fucking front.